All right, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me fine. I looked at this Trump tracker and it says he's speaking today, and then it says at 10 a.m. he has uh open press, out of town travel pool call time. I don't know if that's gonna be like live or what, but I know for sure he's gonna speak around 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see. I'll definitely keep an eye on like Fox to see if if Trump actually speaks. All right, well, looking at Nasdaq on this daily time frame, let's see. I mean, on the daily time frame, we really just see, this little range here. We are at the bottom. It did look very bullish for a second because we approached these highs pretty quick, but it was a nasty sell off yesterday. So we'll see if the sell off continues or if it's going to recover or if it's just going to consolidate. I think if Trump's going to be speaking at 10 a.m., I'm not 100% sure if he is, but if he is, it'll be a good reason for the market to be choppy. And I'm pretty sure last time he spoke in the morning, I'm pretty sure I lost a trade. So I think if he does speak, I'll definitely be picky about the trade. I mean, I'll also keep in mind that it could be a no trade day. All right, yeah, this looks like a really good 3 hour demand zone. We've had a bounce off of it before this month, and this bounce also happened right at market open. Okay, let's go back to the 3 hour. Yeah, I mean, it's not shocking that it was like a sell off yesterday, but it was still really good to see the market actually move. I feel like we haven't seen that in a while, and it's just satisfying to see it. Wait, I should check the 4 hour time frame back here. Okay. But yeah, I'm two days away from another 40K payout. Um, so I'm just trying to of course I'm trying to win, but like, I'm trying to stay focused on the good trades, not really chase profits. Like this morning I was definitely thinking, not even thinking, I was just maybe I was just stressing about like should I trade, should I not? Cuz I've actually had my best week I've had this year when it comes to these accounts, which is funny cuz uh, the last 2 weeks I've lost. So, but yeah, I've had my biggest week yet. Is also funny because I've had my biggest week yet, even though I've had a week where I won all 5 days. Yeah. Oh no, it was 4 days. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was five. Four green days, 27K. And then this month, four green days, 35K in total. So it's the biggest one yet. And I'm not sure if I should trade today. But I know myself, and I think if I see a really good trade that I believe could hit, and Trump is not speaking, then I do think it'd be a good risk to take. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't even think I should be charting this far away, but you never know. You never know. I mean, yesterday was a nasty sell off. It could happen again, but I don't think it will. I think if another sell off happens, then something's definitely up. And maybe we'll see a good trendy market to the downside. Okay, I'm on the 2 hour time frame. I see this 2 hour supply zone, which we created overnight. Let's see if I see any other zones. Everyone on YouTube can't watch what you're looking at. How do I make it horizontal? You have to go to my channel and then go to the horizontal stream. So I have two streams open. Okay, this looks like a small 2 hour demand zone. Another 2 hour demand zone, which we see a bounce from. All right, on the 1 hour time frame, I don't see much. I mean, I do see this supply zone up here, but I mean, it's already a 4 hour supply zone, so it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I can already tell most likely what zone I would trade from, and it'd be this 3 hour demand zone down here, which we've already seen the market bounce off of this area before. Doesn't mean I'm bullish off of this. It just means this area here is definitely a good area of interest to take a trade from. So if I see the market bouncing off of here, I would take longs. If I take any trade, I'm really just gonna target around 60 points or 240 ticks. So 1 to 2, okay? And then let's just say it breaks past this 3 hour demand zone, then I would short it around here. And same thing, I would target 60 points around there. And this trade would make sense because I'd be targeting the next zone. So I would take shorts off of this area. Another trade idea, which is pretty far away, is from this 2 hour supply zone up here. Either buys or shorts, I think would make sense. The only thing wrong with taking a trade up here is that once we get up here, it's already made a pretty big move, which well almost 200 points. I mean, that's a pretty big move. It's far away. So I'm not sure if I would even take this trade over here. Also with this was a 1 hour demand zone that we broke past. If you zoom into it, we were bouncing off of it for a while and it recently just broke through. Um I would say that looks bearish, but I don't want to create a bias. Okay. All right, let's go down to the 90-minute time frame. This is also a 90-minute supply zone up here. Not gonna mark it since um it's already a 2 hour supply zone. Also, this again, it was also a 90-minute demand zone, which we broke past. Yeah, you can see we were respecting this area and we broke past it. So, I mean, I can see the market maybe doing something like that. But since this zone already got like kind of chopped on, I wouldn't want to take a trade off of it. Anyone else's payout request tab missing on Apex? Um, no, but I was checking my Apex dashboard yesterday, and it doesn't look different, but the tabs on the left are slightly different. So, because they added this new thing on the dashboard where it's like you can see if you're actually following the rules and if you're payout eligible. So maybe they changed it. All right, I don't even need to be looking back here. Down to the 30-minute time frame. I mean, this looks like a kind of a 30-minute supply zone here. Yeah, I would count that. I would count that. This also looks like a 30-minute demand zone that we also ran through, which again does make it seem bearish, but don't want to create a bias. I think for me, it's too soon to create a bias. I definitely want to see how the market opens up. Oh, I was looking at this 15-minute zone before the news came out, and it looked perfect because we bounced off of it over here. But then the 8:30 news came and we just ripped right past it. So, and now we're just kind of chopping up on the area. So it's like I don't even want to take a trade off of that area. Yeah, I would mark this as a 10-minute demand zone, but it's just huge. It really is. It did bounce off of it though. I guess I'll mark it. I guess I'll mark it. Would I take a trade off of it? I don't think so. But I'll mark it. And then on the 5-minute time frame, I do see some zones. Um, but it's just I already have the bigger time frame zones. It's like not that helpful. Okay. I like how Nasdaq looks. I just think if it goes up, if the market opens up and it just goes straight up, it's gonna be hard for me to catch unless I take trades, appear at these zones. But I think I wouldn't want to because once we get up here, it already be like a pretty big move. Unless it stays volatile, then maybe I would take a trade. We'll see. We'll see how the market opens up. Okay, that's Nasdaq. Let's look at US 30, which also had a very nasty sell off yesterday. Um, now that I look at this daily candle, it doesn't look as bad as Nasdaq, but it still was a crazy sell off. All right, on the 4-hour time frame, I know we have a couple zones. We have that 4-hour supply zone that's very close to all-time highs. This 4-hour demand zone at the bottom of this huge range, which I think could be a good target for shorts. Let's just say I was in a short now. I think it would go down to this area down here, probably around the 800s. All right. I was also looking at this 4-hour demand zone. I I don't think it's that strong of a zone because this candle here has like a wick, but it does look like we kind of bounced off of it. I'll mark it, but if I see a better zone on a smaller time frame, then I'm gonna change it. Okay, down to the 2 hour. We have a couple zones. We have this 2 hour supply zone here. Another 2 hour supply zone here. Oh yeah, this looks like a better zone here. I mean, I don't know. It still looks very similar to the 4 hours, so I'm not even gonna change it. And then yesterday, we rejected off of this 1 hour supply zone, which was a perfect rejection, and then a nasty sell off after that. Actually, let me double check the 1 hour time frame back here. Yeah, this is a good zone. We've also bounced off of this 1 hour zone, which is good. Okay. All right, down to the 90-minute time frame. Don't see much. I mean, I don't think I have to check back there, so I won't. This is a good 45-minute supply zone. I mean, I already think I have my main zones marked out. Very similar to Nasdaq. If it goes down past below 864, that would be breaking past a 4 hour demand zone. Then I would take shorts. If I take shorts around this area, realistically, the trade would look something like this. And I think it'd be a good move. We break past another zone, we break past the zone, then we target the next zone. It would just be tough because it could bounce off of this area here. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I even take this trade. Another trade idea could be longs off of this area, which kind of happened back here, but we just barely touched up on it. But if I take longs, same thing. The trade would be something like this, 120 points. If I'm in the long, I would expect the market to at least go to the next zone, which for me right now is this 45-minute supply zone. And I think would I hold it for this long? Not really. I'd get out at that 1 to 2. Let's see if there's more zones. I mean, I doubt it, but I mean, this is a 15-minute demand zone here, but you can see the 50% line just aligns kind of with this 4 hour zone. So I'm not going to mark it. But if I do mark the 15-minute zone, we did touch up on it right there. But I'm not going to mark it. 10-minute, don't see nothing. 5-minute. I mean, I bet there's a couple 5-minute zones. Me personally, if I have bigger time frame zones, I'm just going to focus on that. Don't like focusing on the smaller zones. So that was all the zones. Let's just say the market opens up and it goes straight up. Same thing. I would take either shorts or longs off of this area. Just depends on how the market reacts to this area. I think Nasdaq and US 30 look good today, but if Trump speaks at 10, I definitely could see the market being choppy. And that would be bad for me because I'm not good at trading those market conditions. Honestly, too, like if I don't spot a trade before 10, I'll most likely call it a day, right? Especially since I've had a really good week, and it's like a lot of my winners this week have been before 10 a.m. So why wait for a trade, that I normally, I mean, maybe I would take, but I normally wouldn't. Like the timing's just off, you know? I don't know exactly how to explain it right now. I don't know. Today's the day where you really just have to feel out the market and see how it opens up. I mean, that's me every day. Some people can look at the market and predict the whole move. I can't do that, okay? I like to let the market open up and give me a hint, and then I take the trade. I've never been good at predicting the market. Okay, that's Nasdaq. We got 8 more minutes for market to open. I know we had high impact 8:30 news. I think it was, yeah, PPI. And then that was it for the week. No more high impact news until next week. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to check what type of earnings there is next week because this week was Nvidia earnings and I had no idea until it was the day before. Or no, until it was the day of. I found out that morning. I think it was Wednesday morning, Nvidia earnings, and it was a choppy day. I did catch a win, but before the chop. After the win, it was very choppy. And then the next day, the crazy day. That's why I always say, like, you have to be aware of the earnings. They definitely affect the market. And earnings is not in Forex Factory. You just have to, maybe on Twitter. I think on Twitter, like, you'll definitely see it. You'll see someone posting it. But I found out just because I'm subscribed to someone that always talks about, like, market stuff. What's his name? Yeah, I forgot his name. It's not Nick. He has like a million subscribers. You guys probably Ricky. Ricky something. That's his name. But yeah, he's always posting like updates about news and stuff. Or like why the market moved this way. Where earnings are important. I don't know, I think if you're a trader, like you should be very on top of that. 'Cause I don't think knowing certain news is gonna give you a hint to how the market's gonna move, but it'll give you a hint to the volume, right? Like if it's FOMC week and you know it's FOMC week, you'll know it'll probably be low volume up until Wednesday. Or for example, with this week, with Nvidia earnings, if you knew Nvidia earnings were on Wednesday afternoon, you probably had an idea that it was going to be choppy in the morning. All right, I think this is all the zones. Nope, I missed one. I think that's enough. Let's wait for the market to open. Actually, where's VWAP? I want to see how VWAP look. Ooh, whoa. VWAP hasn't been touched on. Oh, in only 3 hours. Okay, that's not bad. If it was like 10 hours and we haven't touched VWAP, then I would have said we're definitely going to touch VWAP market open. But that's not the case. Um, London has. Okay, okay. How much did the market move overnight? Yeah, even overnight. The overnight range is crazy. Pre market. Damn, even with US 30, the pre market range is actually crazy. It definitely moved quite a bit during pre market. So I'm hoping the market isn't tired or something. But again, it could be a possibility that the market chops today. Does anyone know if Trump's actually speaking at 10? Because my thing says that at 10 he has an open press, uh, what is this, travel pool call time. But I'm not sure if he's actually going to be like on Fox News and speaking or something. But I know for a fact at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, he'll be on the news speaking. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Are the white lines just any 1 hour candle? So I got on the 1 hour time frame, and then what I look for is like this right here. I don't know. Some people call this split. Uh, I'm not really sure what to call this, but whenever I see this, that's where I mark the white line. Let's see another one. Yeah, like this one right here, this one, and they're really simple. But the market does respect them for sure. But one thing about the white lines I've noticed is like the newer the white lines are, the better the data is gonna like not react, but the better it's gonna show. But I've noticed like if I keep the white lines for a while, it's not gonna be like it's gonna look weird because it's not gonna look like this, where you see clean rejections off of certain white lines. And like I don't use the white lines for entries or anything. I really just use supply and demand. But the white lines just kind of add confluence sometimes. Sometimes. All right, we got 10 seconds. Here's market open. I just realized too, NQ just tapped this 10-minute demand zone, which we did bounce off of a couple minutes ago. If it longs from here, definitely miss out on it. Damn, but even if it goes all the way up to this 30-minute supply zone at 9:53, I probably won't even take that trade because VWAP's right there. Let's see. Let me like close this blind. Okay. I mean, US 30, I'm looking at it, but it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. I also don't know which I'm going to trade, if I'm going to trade Nasdaq or US 30. Just really depends. I mean, right now, Nasdaq is right at a zone, so I am keeping an eye on Nasdaq more than US 30 for now. But like I said, if it longs from here, I probably won't catch it because I mean it's just a 10-minute zone. I feel like buying it would be better down here at this 3 hour demand zone. So far though, I mean it is bouncing off of this 10-minute demand zone. It just hasn't picked up. Hasn't really broken structure to the upside. Any videos detailing your strategy? Yeah, I have a couple. I mean, the most recent one I would say is the best one because I made PDFs for it, and it's just very specific. Okay, here it is. It kind of broke structure. It broke this 1 minute wick. I think the longs would come up to VWAP. I mean, it definitely bounced off of this 10 minute. I didn't think it really would, but it did. Let's see if it gets up to VWAP. If it gets up to VWAP, it's just like I'd wait for it to get up to 970, but I don't know if I'd take it because VWAP is there. And like I said, I really want to be picky with the trades that I take right now because I'm only 2 green days away. So we'll see what happens. US 30 looks, it doesn't look that good right now. But I think if US 30 comes down to 926, I'll be looking at it and see if we bounce or break past the zone. We'll see though. Damn, this Nasdaq 5 minute candle. Oh, it actually closed out strong. For a second there, it looked like it was closing out weak, but it actually closed out strong. All right, I'm looking at US 30. It looks like it's gonna tap this 4 hour demand zone. Let's see if it does. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to tap 926 on US 30. And Nasdaq, I feel like I kind of already missed out on these longs. And it's also just kind of struggling to break the highs, get past the highs. Ooh, US 30, okay. We'll see how this closes out. If US 30 closes below 863, and I would short it. Okay, it's closing out very bearish, but just hasn't closed below 863. I mean, if it gets above 960, I'd buy into it. We'll see though. We'll see how this candle closes. I mean, I think if US 30 gets above 933, I do think it'd be a good buy. Still hasn't closed below 863, which is what I want for shorts. We got about 2 more minutes for this 5 minute candle to close. I have a buy order around 934. I'm put 937. I do think if it gets above that, the longs are gonna come in. I don't know. It's struggling to get past these white lines here. We'll see how this 1 minute closes out. Let's see. Okay, I mean it closed above this white line. Yeah, so far we're kind of rejecting this 4 hour demand zone. This candle close is gonna be important because it's also gonna be the 5 minute candle close. All right, I'm in a long here on US 30, and I'm gonna put my stop loss at 79. I would want my stop loss at the lows, but I don't want to risk that much. All right, let's see if we maybe no. Okay. Okay, never mind. Definitely rejected this white line here. But it's still not closing below 864 unless it does it now. Okay, and it does. Okay, great. If it breaks the lows, I'll get in a short. We did see 1 minute candle close out bearish, but there's no continuation yet. That's another close below the 50% line. I'm going to short here. I'm going to put my stop loss at 91. I'm going to try to target 150 points. What time is it? 9:43. Okay. If it struggles to break the low right here, bad sign. It has to like rip past this. Nasdaq's also going down, which is good since I am in a short now. I think with that first trade, probably should have put the buy order at 960, but I mean, I would have taken the long if it happened again. Oof, Nasdaq kind of bounced off the 10 minute. Definitely want to see this 5 minute close below 856. If it closes above 856, most likely get stopped on this. Okay, that's a good close. We'll see if it continues. I don't know. I feel like it's moving slow. Maybe that's just me though. I mean, Nasdaq's definitely chopped up for sure. It's definitely moving sideways. Which sucks because I'm in a short on US 30, but we'll see. That was also the opening range, so in order for this to hit, like it needs to break the opening range pretty soon. Yeah, I'm gonna break even on this. I don't like it. I hit break even on that. I mean, could short, but I already hit a 1 to 1, so either way, I would have been break even on this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I hit over at 1 to 1. I feel like if it wanted to short, it would have done it quicker. Let's see. It's also just tough because I see Nasdaq pumping. Okay. Fuck. We'll see, bro. If full TP hit, fuck, I'm gonna call it a week. That's shit. I mean, either way, I would have been breaking even on this because it did hit over a 1 to 1. Let's see if it bounces here. Fuck. Oh no. That is tough. That would have been my 1 to 2. Well, that definitely sucks, but shit. I'll be surprised if this hits full TP. It just looks weird because Nasdaq's going up. I'll definitely be surprised if it goes down to this full TP. Nasdaq's right at VWAP. I don't know. I think this is bouncing from this 4 hour demand zone. Would I take this trade? I'm not sure. Like, I don't think US 30 is moving that clean. It looked clean, but it's already giving me bad signs. What time is it? 9:50. Let me see if Trump's actually gonna speak. If he speaks, I'll call it a day. But if not, I'll stay looking, see if I see anything. Bro, they got clickbait about Trump declaring war. Jeez. Alright, I don't see anything of him speaking. I don't think he is. Ooh, what's this? No, that's old. Yeah, I don't see anything. Price action is definitely tough. Let's see if Nasdaq gets above VWAP. Bro, it's just break even is really a double edged sword. Like at first I was like, you know what? Like I'm not gonna break even because I want to let it breathe. And then when when the time came to let it breathe, I didn't let it breathe. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna break even. It's like it reminds me of the quote, like scared money doesn't make money. But at the same time, it's like I usually do break even at a 1-to-1, so I can't be too upset. Plus, it's just, I mean, it's not. No, it is terrible. What am I saying? Like, it's not the best price action. I feel like if I already took two losses on US 30, probably shouldn't look for a trade on it. Nasdaq so far is kind of rejecting VWAP. Let me see the opening range though, cause okay, it's not that bad. I was gonna say if the opening range is small on Nasdaq, I won't look at it, but it's not that small. Definitely rejected VWAP. It's is also funny because like my usual loss is the perfect entry for the opposite direction, and that's exactly what it was over here. But now that I look at this buy, I mean, I would take this buy again, but if I had to redo it, I'd put the entry, above this red candle here, which I originally had. But once these candles were forming, then I was like, okay, if it gets above this white line, then I think it would be a good long. But this candle here did not close above the white line. So we really just rejected it and went straight to stop loss. And then again, it was the perfect entry for the opposite way, which happens a lot. Happens a lot of to my losses. And then I was like, okay, boom, we rejected this white line here and it closed below this 50% line. Then I was like, okay, that's a good short. Took the short. It was chopping up, so I didn't trust it. After I hit a 1-to-1, then I broke even. And then it went back down to TP2. But I was going to aim down here around 665. Just because if I hit this TP, I would have been up like 600 per account. That's why I was aiming down here. Is it gonna hit? I don't know. It looks tough. If it does hit, it'll probably take a while, or maybe we'll wick down there. And then it's like, then I got chopped up on US 30. Let me look at Nasdaq, and Nasdaq looks like shit. We'll see though. Maybe some volume is gonna kick in. Um, at 10, maybe, but I doubt it. Are you trading crypto? No. Whoa, my trade over. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm getting some crazy comments. Better to protect money than to leave money on the table. You're right. I couldn't find anything that said Trump was actually speaking or like live on the news. I could be wrong. Let me triple check. I swear, if he's live, speech. Yeah, I don't see anything. Live news. What website do you get multi accounts from? Apex. But I actually trade on Tradeovate. Yeah, this is tough. And it's about to be 10, so I'll probably call it a day. Unless we get like a crazy 10 a.m. candle, but I mean, we'll see. I'm also just keeping an eye keep an eye on US 30 to see if it would actually hit this TP3. I won't trade Nasdaq unless we get away from this area. Yeah, it's just moving sideways right now. Yeah, I won't trade Nasdaq unless it breaks the lows and like sells off, or it closes above VWAP and more volume kicks in. Let's see, this 10 a.m. candle. Like nothing happened. Sometimes you get a crazy 10 a.m. candle. I don't think it's gonna happen today. Damn. I ever used Trade Locker? I did use Trade Locker. Holy. The spreads are so bad because Forex is actually crazy. Like, if you trade with Forex, you'll be so thankful for futures because there's no spreads. Like, with if you've ever traded Forex, you'll get in a trade, especially if you're a scalper, you'll get in a trade and your entry will be insanely off. Like, let's just say I took this short here with Forex. Um, with futures it's perfect, right? Like I put my order there and the order is taken right there at right where I placed it. If it's on Forex, this sell order, I'm telling you, it's gonna be down here, and that this is gonna be your entry down here. Like that's how bad Forex is. I still don't know why people in the US trade it. Don't don't understand. Damn, this is breaking structure to the upside on the 5 minute. Would I buy this? Fuck no. I mean, it's not it for me. It's not what I wanted to see. Nope. But it could be, the regular pattern that we've seen this month. The pattern this month that I saw was slow open, and not every day, but I saw it a couple of times. Was you'll see a slow open, and then an hour after market open, you'll see it just make a really good move. But that's not usually the move that I catch. I think the move that I usually catch already happened multiple times. Like like the longs on Nasdaq, right? Usually I'd go long here, right after tapping a zone, breaking structure to the upside. But I didn't take it because market opened up right here. I guess another maybe opportunity was longs right here, but then the stop loss would have been off. So I knew I wouldn't have taken this. But if I took it, this the take profit would have hit very quickly. Gosh, I love Nasdaq, especially when it hits TP quick. Oh, Nasdaq. I don't know. I would. It tapped this 30-minute supply zone. Kind of looks like it's rejecting it. Oh no, with the stop loss. And we're also just right at VWAP. I don't know. Usually I take a short here on Nasdaq, but it looks tough. Looks tough. I don't know. These shorts look good. Trying to see if I would have gotten stopped out if I took this trade. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have gotten stopped out on that short for sure. Okay, I'm glad I didn't take it. The only reason I didn't take it was because it's right at VWAP. If VWAP wasn't there, I would have taken it. And I feel myself like just wanting to take another trade, but probably shouldn't. I'm so glad I switched to futures. Right? Is way better than Forex for so many reasons. Yeah, I feel like today's a good day to not be on the 5 minute, or sorry, not be on the 1 minute time frame. It's just a lot of fake outs. But even the 5 minute looks like shit. So it's like it's tough. Bro, I'm reading some crazy comments. You're muted. We can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? You're a breakout trader. I I'm definitely a breakout trader. Last year, 100% breakout trader. This year, I've gotten better at taking reversals. I've gotten really good this year. Like I was alright last year, but I feel like this year the this strategy is way better because I've learned from so many losses last year that it's like I just know what's good for me and what's not. Of course, it's not perfect, but when it's good, it's really good. Like last year, I don't think my win rate was this good. Yeah, it looks like the longs were the play on Nasdaq right off the bat. The longs came in. It was just very wicky. US 30 just tapped this 4 hour demand zone, and it looks like it's reversing. Yo, I don't know. I might take a trade. The only way I would take a trade on Nasdaq is if it closed above 973, especially if it gets above 986. There's one more minute though for this 5 minute candle, and I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to risk it. But so if it does some weird shit, I'll call it a day. Like I need to see a strong candle close above 974. Next candle opens up and it breaks the highs. If I don't see that, I won't even bother. Yeah, it closed out rejecting this. US 30 closed out well though. And then it's like if I take a short here on Nasdaq, then I'm gonna have to worry about VWAP, which I don't want. I like trading away from VWAP most of the time. Yeah, I do think if it gets above this 30-minute supply zone, could easily go up to this 2 hour supply zone up here. Yo, you know what I'm still thinking about is like Bitcoin. How if you measure it down, it's 50% down. But if you measure it up, like back to all time highs, it's 100%. It's still not click. Someone explained it to me yesterday, and I'm like, what? I still don't understand that. What did you buy with the payout you got from Apex? So far, not much. Not much. I mean, I haven't paid my taxes, so that's probably what I'm gonna buy with it is my taxes from last year, which is this shit is crazy that I gotta do taxes. I still can't believe taxes is a thing. Like it's just crazy. All right, if Nasdaq breaks the highs, gonna go in long. But I don't want to see this get below 974 right here. It needs to bounce here. Okay, we're still above this 974 area. Now I would want to see it break the highs. And okay, it still has a chance. Mm, maybe not. Maybe not. Like I want to see it break within this within the next 3 minutes. Okay, it's closing out good. Still closing above this 50% line, which I do like. This is the last 5 minute candle. And it's going back down. Okay. Yeah, I did not want to see that. I didn't want to see it get below 973 for longs. Yeah, I don't know. This 5 minute looks like it's gonna close out bearish. But then again, it's like I don't want to take shorts here because VWAP is right there. But usually I would say shorts look good. It's just I'm not seeing what I want to see. Yeah, even the 15-minute candle closed out rejecting it. I mean, it did close above VWAP, which is good for buyers. Bro, like, I'm gonna have to paper trade because it's like I want to take this short here. Let's see if this short would have played out. Yeah, but it's just in order for this short to play, I have to get back below VWAP. So it's like I'm if I took this short, I'm betting for just dumb price action, which like I wouldn't want to do, you know? Yeah. The main reason I'm not taking this short, like if VWAP wasn't there, I know I would take it. But it's just so many dumb things have already happened. So it's just like I don't know. Like I definitely do. Like I'm itching for a trade. But I think it's just cuz I think it's just cuz I've had such a good week. Like I would hate to end it off red, but I think I'm gonna have to at this point cuz it's just it's not good. I mean, I think the price action maybe no. Like maybe what? I don't know. What am I saying? I did break structure on the 5 minute. That's why I think it's a good short. It would just have to get past VWAP. That's the only thing. Yo, 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 yo. Let's see. This is the moment of truth. Really, if I was in this trade, like I'd be confident in it because I'm betting that the market is gonna be dumb. It's gonna do some stupid shit, which is just go back down to the range. Damn, it's only 10:20. See, I feel like if it was better price action, I would be saying, this is definitely gonna bounce off of here. But I honestly think that the price action's not that good, so we're gonna rip right past it. And and I would have been wrong. Okay, yeah. So it's just like I can't even read price action. I can't. I can't. I'm glad I fucking stopped trading. Holy shit. I would have gotten hit break even. Yeah, I hit over a 1-to-1. Stopped out break even again if I took that short. I need to stop. I need to call it a day because it's just like it's not the market to make money. It's not. At least for me, for sure. Definitely not my cup of tea. I mean, damn. It's like the shorts look good, longs look good. I can't read it right. Like I said, like the best trade was first 15 minutes. There's a couple scenarios that could have went down, but all the trades that I took, which were on US 30, I would take again. Unless I waited for this 1 minute candle to close, then I would have been like, oh damn, we didn't close above the white line. That wasn't the case though. I just set an order there and I was like, let's do it. I mean, but the good thing about today is that it's only half of my usual losing day. It's not like I lost what I usually lose. For example, last week, my losing days were over 10K, whereas today is just kind of half of that. So I think that's the good part. I also did have my first green week after 2 red weeks, which is good. And I'm still 2 green days. If there's $600, I'm still 2 green days away from payout, which is good. We'll just see what next week brings us. I think this week was really good. Wednesday was choppy, but I was able to catch the move before it chopped up. So that was good. I think today was probably the worst day when it comes to price action. No, maybe it was Wednesday, but this is also bad. I should have known too. Nah, I was gonna say like after this loss, I shouldn't have taken the short, but the short did play out good. It did hit a 1 to 2. I just got stopped out break even, so it wasn't that good. Going to all time highs. Oh my gosh, are you really? I mean, all time high is pretty far away. On US 30 is closer, but on Nasdaq it's more far. I really wanted this week. I really wanted us to get outside of this huge range that we've been in for a while. I thought that Nvidia earnings would push us to break out of this range. Nvidia earnings did push us crazy. It did make a huge move, but it's just like we're back in this area here. I'm pretty sure we've been in this area, yeah, the whole month of February. And that explains the price action that a lot of people have been complaining about in February. Yep. We'll see what next week or next month brings us. I always have high hopes for the next month. But you never know. It could be worse than February for sure. Like you really never know. All you gotta do is just show up every day with a plan and execute it. Then like now the long's looking good. Yo, I can't take it. I've already lost like I wouldn't wanna I already called it a day. Let me journal this before I step away. Yeah, I had a really good week. I can't even complain. Especially after 2 losing weeks. Oops. Took long after the market was rejecting a 4 hour demand zone. Then took shorts. The best thing to do after losing day is anything and everything. Like, do anything besides trading. That's the best thing to do on a losing day, is literally get away from the charts. Took longs after the market was rejecting 4 hour demand zone, then took shorts after 1 minute candle closed below 50%. Oh, whoa. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I can't be too upset. All right, well, that was it for me. I don't even know if you guys should keep trading. If you're green, good. Like, call it a week because it's definitely a tough market right now. I think there was some really good moves in the beginning of market open, Obviously there's always an opportunity, but were they the best ones? No. I'm glad I didn't take these trades that I was making up around here. At first, I was thinking longs, then I was thinking shorts. If I would have taken both, I would have gotten chopped up on both trades. So it's like, it could have been way worse today. Let me make sure I don't have any orders. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll see what next week brings us. Or sorry, next month. Because that was it for this month. Just like that, we're 2 months into the year. So if you're not taking your trading seriously and you're treating it like a hobby still, um, I would suggest you lock in. Like, actually, like, if you're still thinking trading's a hobby right now, start to take it serious. And once you take trading serious, it's like you spend less time at the charts, and you just show up to execute your plan. It's that simple. It's hard, of course, especially on losing weeks, but it's worth it. Another thing is like if you're still if you're still treating trading like a hobby, gosh, that's a tongue twister. If you're still doing that, you just have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why are you still going on tilt every single week? Why am I still over trading every single week? Like, ask yourself these questions. Most of the time, the answer to that question is going to be because you want the money. But everyone wants the money, even me, right? Um, and the best way to make money with trading is by having discipline. What's the discipline in trading? Is doing things you don't want to do, right? Like these days, I did not want to stop trading. Even right now, I don't want to stop trading. My passive would like be long short, long short. But that's the discipline with trading. It's just knowing what's right and then doing the right thing. So calling it a day when you need to. But yeah, also slow down. That's a big one as well. Slowing down is probably the best thing you could do with trading. Take it slow. Take it slow. I always say slow and steady wins the race, and it's 1,000% true with trading. All right, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a really good weekend.